All right, so Kevin, I haven't had a chance yet to interview you about raid night and where you were, and I know it's pitch black, guys, so sorry. We don't have any light in the car right now, but we're going to have some
Silhouetted.
cute audio, and we're going to go by certain lights that are going to light up Kevin's face. You can see who we're talking to.
That's right.
So,
The city street lights.
yeah.
So, night of the raid, I myself and Frank and another one of our cam
And
members.
you were with Frank?
Yeah, Frank,
Oh, how
another
appropriate.
cam
All right.
member. Yeah, and yeah, very appropriate. So we were in a tent, the largest tent we had in Star Tribe, and our bags were packed, everything spread out around us, and we hear they're coming from the north steps right now. Like, there's people just screaming, like they're coming from inside City Hall. So we went booking back towards our camp, we sprint full on. I grabbed my backpack, most valuable thing I had with my IDs and everything in it, and then just sat down. And two of my friends were sleeping in the tent still, and they got stirred awake when I was grabbing my belongings. I said, "Sit still, like they're coming for us right now." And I was like, and then they didn't understand the brevity of the situation. So Frank, like
He
about
didn't
10
understand they were like right there
Yeah.
in the park already.
Right,
Yeah.
so they were surrounding the area and like looking for people and trying to get everybody out of the streets. We heard them like pushing people to the streets and like, yelling at people to get into the streets. And I just said, stay still, stay quiet. Like, let's just sit into the back of the tent, because there's two chambers to our tent, like a main entrance, like living room area, and then a back room to the tent, which had the sleeping quarters. So there were mattresses and like nice air mattress and blankets and everything set up. And so we were laying in there comfortably. They were sleeping, and they kind of woke up, and it literally felt like Lord of the Rings, like waking up the hobbits, like because the big wraiths are coming. Like, it was really like Merry and Pippin, like sitting there, and like they didn't understand that the cops were right there. So I was like, shh, like just holding my hand to my fingers, like quiet. Like, it literally felt like I was in the attic of a Polish house, like as like it, Anne Frank status. Like, seriously, it literally felt like we were hiding out like Anne Frank. And so here we are, like Nazi America versus the world, like the 99%. And we're just camping out and in fear. Like, it literally felt adrenaline like pumping through me like hardcore, and I knew how to control it now. And so I just said, you guys, we gotta be really quiet and chill here, because I don't know what they're going to be doing, and let's just listen, hear it out. And Frank started folding up a blanket, and I just like immediately thought of Lord of the Rings, like how he just reminded me right then and there of Merry, like knocking the skeleton down into the mines of Moria, water drawing like out of the well, and Gandalf just like, "Fool of a took," like I just felt like calling him a fool right there, because the cops immediately shined their lights into our tent, super lights, like these beaming lights that could actually penetrate the walls of the tent and see silhouettes. I'm sure they just saw our silhouettes. And one of the cops goes, "Oh shit, there's people still in there," and they all back up, like as if they were afraid of us, like thinking we really had weapons or something.
It's occupiers.
Yeah. Oh no, like they're so peaceful. Like they might they might cast some love spells on us or something. Yeah, they might treat us nicer than our own family. We might fall in love with them. Uh-oh. So they back up in fear, and we hear, and then there's just a silence for like a good minute or two, and then we hear someone with a loudspeaker, "We know you're in there, like come out with your hands up to show that you're not a threat, or you'll be arrested on the spot." So I just like, all right guys, it's time to go, like grab what you can. Like, I know most of our stuff's in the other tent, the storage tent, so we're not gonna be able to get everything, but let's see what we can do here. Just grab the essentials, let's go, let's meet them. So one of them said, "Well, I'll just go out alone and scope it out first." I was like, "No, dude, they know they know there's multiple members in here. Like, they got these super lights on us. I can tell they can see us. Or there's heat sensor. They got some kind of technology to know that we're in here."
Right.
So I said, let's just all get out and go out there together, power in numbers. So we went out with our hands up.
Wow.
They said, "Come to the
Were they like
sidewalk."
pointing weapons at you when you
Oh
got
yeah,
out?
oh yeah. They had like, I don't know what kind of. They must have been. I hope just beanbag guns or
But the
rubber
shotguns, they had those
But
big
the
shotguns,
scary
huh?
guns and the batons, the way they were just holding all the weapons on us was just very intimidating. Like, didn't even. I almost felt like crawling back into the tent, just like being like, screw it, like I'm done, I give up. But no, we built the courage to walk to them to the sidewalk and meet them. And they straight up told me, it was very odd, the confrontation. They ignored my two friends and just talked. They came and talked to me as if they thought I was like the leader of the tribe or something. But it was weird. They said you can either be arrested right now, or you can be escorted off the premises. I said, "Oh, I'll choose to leave. We want to leave." we'd rather not be arrested at this point because I knew
And they
I
actually
knew then and
walked
there.
you off and let you go?
Well, yeah, that's the next thing. There was a sergeant, and I don't know if he thought. I heard one of the police said like, oh, this guy's definitely like ex-marine or something, because I had my hair done up like Wolverine then, and I don't know if you can't see my face right now, but it's shaved like Wolverine's too. So I literally looked like intimidating to these guys, and they said, wait here, we're gonna get you an escort to go across the street. And they summoned this like 7 foot tall policeman, like this brute, like this straight up Nephilim man, like angel, like bred human, and so like he comes like just brute status, like doesn't say a word. He's like, and then they just like go with this guy, like just this machine man, like go with the Terminator, he'll take you across the street. So like just this cold faced like machine man, like who knows what substances they had him on, just soldier for the system, takes us across the street.
Oh my
And
God.
then my friends in fear, like they had their hands up like in peace sign all the way across the street, and I just I know how they were operating under complete military like training, like this was at its finest and worst all in one police state status. These police were definitely ready to fight and kill if they had to. So we observed for a few minutes across the street and met up with our friends. Got an ovation.
Really?
Yeah, we got an ovation. Like people clapping. And then I realized, oh snap, we were probably the last people. One of the last people up there.
Wow,
And,
that's incredible.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize it because how long we waited out for it. And I looked at the clock too, and it was we had been there in an hour. It just seemed almost like 40 minutes to an hour of just of hiding out, like Anne Frank status.
And Frank style.
And Frank style, yeah, and Frank style. And
troopers that came into City Hall.
right?
Solidarity Park.
Seriously, it came up right from under our feet like a flood of zombies. Like that was just the scariest part, just like the zombie soldier force.
Yeah.
And right then and there, I realized this is Nazi America. Like this
Yeah.
is martial law. Like
What
we're
a police state looks like.
exactly. This is it.
Wow.
So as real as it could be, like eye-opening, I was like, I am in a film right now. I am in a walking, talking, breathing like film set. This is the most police I've ever seen in my entire life. They're all matching uniforms.
Mhm.
And then across the street, I recognized the ranks on the police officer's arms. So I said, "Hey, Sergeant!" I left a bag of my stuff over there. He saluted me. Like when I said, "Hey, Sergeant," he like turned around and saluted me as if I was military. It was very odd, like kind of
Huh.
entertaining, and like I felt honored in a way, like to be talking to them and having that respect while
Right.
other people were screaming and yelling at them, and at first it just felt very splitting in a way. Like I was like, why are they treating me so well and like so respectfully? And I realized because I never gave them shit ever. Like so, they have video footage, they have evidence of everyone, they have everything they could possibly want about each and every individual at occupation. So just to get that kind of respect from them, I was just taken aback and weirded out, Very, very strange, bizarre feeling. But I was glad to not be arrested. A lot of my friends were. Manny and Alex were shot out of the trees and beaten once they were down.
Mhm.
And a bunch of other people, countless stories. You've heard them, you've seen them. And
Yeah.
you've seen the bullet wounds, you've seen the stories, seen the sobbing, tears, and everything in
Mhm.
between. So to be on the other perspective of that and like having had that option like that far into resisting,
Yeah.
I was surprised I wasn't arrested. Like
I am
seriously-
too, just based on the stories I've heard from other people who were not even, or who thought that they were being led to safety, who were led just into kettles and arrested. Well, thanks for sharing your story with us, Kevin.
Absolutely.
It's great to watch the raid through your eyes, or at least hear it through your words, since we have no real video since it's too dark, but at least to just hear the story and the way that it happened through
Totally.
your eyes. So thanks for sharing with us.
You're welcome. The